All right, my friends, welcome back. I am Brian, and you are Chords and Notes Nation. So, it's been a couple of days since the major announcement, which I was not seeing coming at all. So, Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson of Rush have decided to go on tour next year as Rush, and they are bringing in a new drummer, Anika Niles. Not to replace Neil, but to play the parts. And I'm really hoping that from everything that I've seen, and I've looked at the interviews and I've looked at some other people's opinions of her, and I sampled a little bit of music of hers, and we're going to watch Bulgarian Nights, the song that she's in here. I'm hoping that this sticks, and Rush does not have to do anything else. They've done everything they have to do, but Alex and Geddy, they've got this is what they do, and she's going to bring a different dynamic. And I really hope that they decide to do at least one album with her. I also heard that they're going to bring in a keyboard player so that Geddy can free himself up to work on his fancy dance moves. Actually, just give him a little bit more stage presence next to Alex. I think this is a good thing for them to change things up and do things a little bit differently. And I don't know what they're going to do vocally. I know, listen, huge Rush fan my entire life, but he was struggling with his voice in the later years because men's voices mature later, and he sang at such a high register when he was young. So I mean, it was bound to be different when he's older. So who knows? Maybe they'll bring in a vocalist. Maybe they won't. I don't know. But right now, this is about Anika, and let's get started. Looks like she's in the zone already. It's a nice kit. Those are beautiful cymbals. So here's her main snare. This is the snare. We got some objects on there to kind of give it a little different sound. And this is a snare here too, I bet. It looks about the same width body wise. And those are kind of thick snares too. Huh. Yeah, that's a snare. It's got three. Very cool. Yeah, she's got three snares there. That's interesting. I mean, I'm sure she's not the only one to have ever done that, but I think that's the first time I've seen like three actively being used in front of her. I know Neil had a bunch and they were all over the place, but he would use them, when he turned to use the, different sections of the drum kit, but not in front of them all at once. And wow, really cool. So I can't really go into the technical stuff when it comes to drums, but what I can say is what I saw was very, very promising. She's very good, very, very good. I appreciated the level of focus and intensity that she had in her face, but there was this level of being relaxed and just in control of what's going on. A master of the craft. Um, she was present, but she was mentally within the song. Um, Her technique looks really good, very smooth, and she can hit those fills really quick. So that's really that's really cool. Um, she doesn't need to be one. Oh, who's the guy who's he's a TikTok famous drummer that like can play lightning fast and do all these. I forget his name. You don't have to be that. You just have to be good at what you do. And she's very, very good from what I've seen. Her flow is, smooth is the word I'm looking for. Interesting with her cymbals don't seem so bright. They seem sort of um, the tone seems like dull. It's not like super bright. So when she was on the bell of the ride cymbal, it was muffled because just the way the cymbal was built. Drummers have their own preferences, and with the cymbals and the drums themselves, but the cymbals they like to have certain sounds, and it's a different sound. I wonder if she's going to incorporate any of Neil's cymbals or drum pieces because if she's gonna play Rush songs, and maybe they'll give her enough latitude to be able to put her own style or her own voice into Neil's parts. I don't think she's gonna come along and play it exactly the way he played it. But there are certain moments, certain parts, certain tonalities in the songs that have to be there. And he had some really nice bright cymbals, and especially with that bell on the on the ride cymbal. You play Spirit of Radio, you can't have that dull sound. It's got to be bright. Um, so I imagine there's probably gonna be a mixture of things going on there. Very promising. Very cool. I hadn't heard of her until they made the announcement. And now I'm really excited. And I think I'm going to go ahead and take some time and react to more of her stuff, and maybe even do a background video on her, just so I get comfortable with her, um, so I know. I don't want to say so I know what to expect. I kind of wanted to, but just I think she's going to do great. I really do. I really do. And I'm excited that Alex and Getty are they're ready. They're ready to do it. And I watched an interview with them, and I thought it was so beautiful that they had actually gone to Neil's wife and daughter to get their permission, or their blessing, not permission, but their blessing, to move forwards with this and have someone else playing drums. And they got it. And I think that's just a beautiful testament to just the thought behind, hey, we should do that. They didn't have to, but they did because they're good people. Anyways, cool. Guys, thank you so much for being here. God bless you. Jesus loves you. I will talk to you in the next video.